just no. All right.
See that first like payday? That's like, oh.
All right, very good. All right, let me make sure it's. God Almighty. Okay, where's my home? I'm good. Videos. I should be live. Hang on a second. Hang on, guys. We're gonna get it going.
We got it on our TV. The ads are running.
It's good. We got like 10 minutes of music.
Oh, cool. Right? Very good. All right, cool.
No,
no, I got you. Yeah, it looks like we are live. All right, guys. Welcome. Jesus fucking Christ. Mercifully to to the first day of the opening of the Red Pill Lions Turbo NFT. I, of course, am your not so humble host and correspondent, Donovan Sharpe. I am joined by Captain Savaho himself and his brother, Captain Savaho and his Kevin Savo, filmmaker extraordinaire, and his brother Rocky, who I have just learned is the real brains behind the operation. Much like
it's true.
Yeah, much like Devin's the brains of the operation. Like she's the she runs shit around here. Drizzle. Anyway, now before we get into this, I want you guys to give me. I recently attempted to make a film myself called The Work Husband Conundrum. Now, go easy on me because I'm not you guys. But how did that come across? Did you guys what happened?
You want to take it first, or you want me to go?
Oh shit! Here we go.
No, I love the short films that you do. I just can't wait to be in one myself.
Okay. All right.
The first one you sent me, I don't know if it came out yet, with the chick and the guy running around back and forth, and she's like, "Yeah, Kevin, is just a guy at work." As I was watching this, there's something about being a man that regardless of what the story is or if you know them or not, I was just slowly getting more infuriated watching this dude just go, "Oh, okay," and I felt the anger building in my system. I'm like, this is just a fucking skit. So it got the job done. I thought the cinematography was great, and I enjoyed having the text bubble on screen.
Oh, you like
all
that?
The entire conversations was fantastic. So it was a great viewing experience, and it did the job well.
How about that? All right, man. That actually means a lot. Man.
And chat, just let us know. Are we echoing terribly or
no.
No.
That's on my side. I fixed it.
Oh, my man. Okay,
yeah, that's
right.
Cool. Yeah. I fixed it. It was I'm using OBS in conjunction with StreamYard, and I had you guys and me in the sound loop. All I need is one because everything is piped through the Rodecaster, so we're good to go.
Cool. My apologies.
Yeah. No. It's all good. Yeah, I had a blast. I had a blast making it, and I'm gonna be driving up there. I think next, not this weekend, but the weekend after next. I'm gonna be up. I don't know if you guys have. I don't know if we've locked that down, but I'm free that weekend. I'm ready to.
The 27th, correct?
Yeah, man.
We're good to go.
All right, good stuff, man. So yeah, I'll be up there. We'll get a. And as a matter of fact, we should probably. I don't know if it's too soon to talk about. Maybe bringing a holder out for that podcast. That's a little early, but at any rate, the reason why we are all here is because the Savo brothers are launching their newest NFT, and I'm not really up on the lingo. But give me an idea. What's the lingo? What exactly is happening today? You're releasing.
So I call it a sequel, which is not the proper lingo, but I don't give a fuck. It's like the sequel.
Being the brains of it, I'll answer this question.
All right, there you go.
Basically, they're for sale. So
no, stop. I know what we're doing. But the invention of this was sequel driven for me because our first NFT launched in 2022, and when Rock talked about doing another collection, I'm like, I want this to feel like a sequel, even though you wouldn't use that terminology in NFTs. Go ahead.
I like it though. NFT Turbo, it still harkens back to Red Pill Lions Turbo. That's kind of a Turbo means ESPN Plus, whatever. So.
So it's an homage to all that, and so I kind of take the words and the ideas from Kevin and the stuff that I have, and we launched the collection last night at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is the first full day of it being opened. In NFT terms, when you launch, it's called a mint because term of buying an NFT is called a mint. So what we did was we ran our pre-sale, which is for holders that we previously had. It was a couple people to come in and buy NFTs early before it's open to the public, and that was for 10 or 15 days from May 1st to now. We closed that, so that was to get people to come in and test and everything, see if the functions are working. And yeah, today is the first day that people are able to anyone who's not a holder, current holders, anyone to come in and buy an NFT. It's at redpilllines.com.
There you go.
And yeah, so it's the huge launch day. We did a stream last night from 10:30 till 12 in the morning, and we had a great pre-launch stream. And then on top of that, what the fuck was I about to say? In correlation to the mint being open, there are only 600 NFTs.
Okay.
That being said, the last collection had 2,800, so 2,800, and we sold out. So these ones are going to go quick.
Wow, that is incredible. Now, talk about people. A lot of people, some people might be a little bit newer to the NFT world. Talk a little bit, Rock, and then I'll get Kevin's opinion on this too. Talk about the benefits, what can they expect when they are a holder? Why should I, Red Pill, et cetera, why should I purchase or mint an NFT, NFT the Red Pill Alliance Turbo?
Gotcha. So, main thing we wanted to do when we started this originally with our first collection was branch these two worlds together, crypto and Red Pill, because I feel like they kind of correlated and solved problems for each group. So, like, we talk money muscles in game in the Red Pill, and we wanted to bring another financial aspect, especially introducing people in the Red Pill space to crypto for the financial side of money muscles in game. And then on top of it, with the crypto side, there's a lot of introverted, very quiet, basement-ridden fucking people that eventually either they make some poor investments and they stay in the mom's basement, or they make it out and now they have all this fucking money and they're like, wow, women are talking to me now. What should I do? Should I blow my bag on all of them because I'm getting attention?
Shit.
So we try to teach them, frame, and introduce them to the Red Pill. So the correlation and the correlation between the two was a great branch for us. But the main reason why you're going to buy Red Pill Alliance NFT is for a return on your investment. So you buy an NFT and then eventually you hold it until the point where you're comfortable with selling. But holding an NFT with us especially gives you the opportunity for something called utilities. And there's so many different ways and things that we offer for utilities. Basically, it's incentivization for you guys to continue to hold, and also it builds the community and the tribal aspect of Red Pill Lions, and it gets holders excited. We get to meet holders and do a bunch of different things. So whether it's in vacation, like utilities, like going to the CME, going to Las Vegas for sporting events, we're trying to go to the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight with some, whatever the case may be.
Oh, shit, I'm in.
That's going to be fantastic. We built a podcast for all of the holders to come on and also be able to bring other guest people on. Like we've had Donovan on, Stevie Knight, R.A. the Rugged Man, help me out, fucking Professor Griff. We've had many great people on, Big Mo.
Yep.
So while you're holding this NFT, you can get a bunch of benefits, whether it's free items, merch. Like, for example, right now we're running the SFNY Donovan Sharpe t-shirts.
There it is,
so
baby.
Fucking dope.
They are
we
fire.
have about, like, I think 20 to 30 of them.
Okay.
And I already opened that up in our Discord. So, guys, make sure you get in our Discord. But you are only able to get them for being a holder for most utilities. But anyone who's a Donovan Sharpe supporter, if they join the Discord, can come in and get one. But, yeah, stuff like that. We've done cologne, cigars, whatever the case may be. All that to be said, it's what we do to say thank you to our holders,
of course,
bring value to the holders. We're bringing teachers into the Discord, almost kind of like real world, teaching people how to code apps, how to make websites, how to sell on Fiverr, a bunch of different shit. So basically, if you buy a stock, right?
Yeah.
You buy it, you hold it, and basically it's kind of just sitting there. You can forget about it, whatever the case may be, and for however long, that's your investment. While you're holding this investment, a Red Pill Alliance NFT, one, not only is it a collectible, it's cool, you can trade with people.
Yeah.
You're also gaining passive value to the point where you sell the NFT. So say if you buy in for $250 or $300, whatever the case may be, and you hold this NFT, while you're holding, you can get a vacation to, let's say, Miami. You get a bunch of merch, clothing, cologne, whatever the case may be, and then you sell it for $700, $800, $1,000. So now you walk away from this collection being like, wow, I got a real world experience. I got a bunch of free shit. I had a return on my investment, and I doubled my money. And on top of that, I met a bunch of great people along the way and learned a lot. So that's kind of what the main reason of buying Red Pill Alliance NFT is.
Before I get Kevin's opinion or Kevin's take on this, Rocky, could you educate the fans on what SFNY means?
You know, the whole project would go down the drain if I educated the fans on that.
My God,
so I think, Donovan, that's all you.
You'd be the dude. You'd be honestly, if you did that, you'd be the first. You guys would be the first red pill dudes who got canceled by the red pill. Anyway.
Oh, I almost forgot what it meant for a minute, but white guys can't say it.
Yes, that's right.
I'm in that
vein.
I'm in the Discord. People are like, "What? They're like, the shirt's dope. What does the hashtag mean?" I'm like, "You gotta go to."
You gotta go to Donovan.
So, do we have anybody that's not white that can explain?
Just bring in Gotti. I'm like, Gotti, just
pick me. I actually. Can I let him know? Yeah, she fucks she fucks niggas, y'all. That's what that means. Mm-hmm. It's basically the mud shark, the coal burner. It's the bitch that it's the bitch that fucks niggas. She fucks nothing but black guys. Now, there are different levels of SFNY. You got the white girls that fuck with niggas every once in a while, right? Then you got the white girls that fuck with niggas
exclusively.
Yeah, exclusively. And of course, you already know who they are. And we kind of joke about it. If if she smokes Newports, SFNY. If she wears Jordans, SFNY. If she wears hoops, and every time when I'm breaking something down, the first sign that a white girl fucks with niggas is the big hoop earrings. So that's what that's kind of what we have a lot of fun with.
For a white girl that smokes Marlboro Reds, they tend to have like a better odds there.
Yes.
Yeah, but one thing I noticed too is if you ever see a chick with a face tat, SFNY.
Oh, dude, of course. Are you
even
kidding
if
me?
it's tiny.
It
like,
don't.
I know
It don't matter because if she isn't fucking niggas yet, she most certainly will be soon. Now, go ahead.
I was just going to add on to that because you know what's so funny about that is it's a horribly politically incorrect thing for a white dude to even talk about.
But
I
love it.
The funny thing is the reason white dudes en masse are annoyed by white girls that only fuck with black dudes is there's the white dudes that don't like it because they're racist, and then there's the ones that aren't racist that are just thinking, so this means I stand no shot in hell because I'm white. You've never been with a white dude, so you've only ever known dating non-white men, so I look like a foreign creature to you when you're white yourself. It's just kind of meaning it's like a chick that will never travel to your state. You're like, okay, I'll never get a chance off rip. You know, it's like, then you have to look at when you're really into the girl, or if it's a girl that you really wanted, then you have to look at yourself. You're like, I can't play basketball. I'm not that tall. I can't do a fucking jump shot.
I can't rap.
I can.
You're like,
well, I was actually going to come out with the white version. Just say
what is the white version? I'm sure it's more marketable.
Well, it's she fucks niggers, y'all.
Oh, yeah, very marketable.
Dude, I use that. Look, man, I don't give a shit. This is the great thing that I love about YouTube. Listen, we talk about YouTube throttling, but one thing YouTube, and listen, I've been demonetized. I've had community strikes. My channel's been in trouble. The one thing YouTube lets me do is say the word nigger with the hard R. So guess what? That's what I'm gonna do. But all joking aside,
it's like that's like your privilege, I suppose. That they can't be you can't come in and tell a black man what he can and can't say.
There you go. So it's almost like I'm taking advantage of the wokies to kind of throw it back in their face. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, Kevin. So explain to me because Rocky just gave a really good explanation of an NFT. Because Rocky, I think, he's got a very analytical mind. He understands the different nuances.
You were asking about essentially utilities.
Yes, there it is. And I've got a whole list of utilities. So talk to me about the utilities, Kev.
So I know that you were specifically asking about Red Pill Lions, but you phrased it like explain to people that don't know about NFTs, what are the perks and benefits? And the thing is, it is dependent on the brand.
Okay.
So you could buy into an NFT that has 0 perks and benefits.
And usually most of them do.
Right. None. And these are the NFTs that gave the NFT space a bad name overall, because of course you have the guys that are literally putting together fake projects to rug money. Then you have people that are sincere, but there's still just 0 perks and benefits. So in other words, there's no relationship between them and the holders.
Right.
You get nothing, not even so much as any sort of token of appreciation. Thanks for buying with us. But I think the fun thing about utilities is it's so constant. From the moment you buy a Red Pill NFT, you can sign up for, you hit the Discord and let us know that you're interested in utilities, and we give you utilities from the time that you buy in to the time that you sell. So this could be going on a year and a half after you get an NFT. It could be so long after you made that first investment. It's so long after you spend any bit of money. And then we've spent more than what you spent on hooking you up with utilities. The way that I like to think about it is, if you ever get a subscription to any sort of service that will give you like some bullshit token of appreciation, like, hey, thanks, you've been subscribed to us for so long, you get a free like pocket-sized flashlight.
Yeah, right.
Like something stupid. It's like the mega version of that. Like, no, like, we appreciate you for holding with us so much that every month we're coming out with something new and unique to show that we're here, that we didn't go anywhere, and that we're constantly providing you with something for your investment. So while you're holding with us, you're not only consistently tapped in with us, but you're constantly receiving the benefits of being a holder. And I think that's always what distinguishes a brand that is honest and cares about the people that are holding with them from people that are just like, hey, thanks for the money, and that's about that. So
okay,
you know.
Yeah, let me add on to that real quick for 2 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
I just want you guys to realize that, like, we are the only NFT project that actually has the owner's face of it, like, branding it on its website. That it's basically when you're doxxed. We're the only NFT that's doxxed, so you will never see ever, other than us, another NFT project literally doing what we're doing right now, sitting on a podcast.
Yeah, they know where you are. They know what you look like. They know where you live, you know? Like,
literally, people have our phone numbers. We've hung out. We've had people, like, holders in the house sleeping on our couch and shit.
Yeah, at times we've taken it to, like, dangerous limits, like shit you probably shouldn't do on the internet. And we didn't do that to prove authenticity. We did it because we are that authentic. We don't live in, like, a big expensive house yet or nothing. So we got the kind of grown man clubhouse where we run our show from and we do our business from.
Damn right.
And sometimes holders that were close enough or came out for an event or received the utility to come out and star in a movie or to be in a podcast, we're just like, fuck it, you're another cat that's our age, you're coming to the flop, you're coming to kick it with the guys.
I've got our first question here, and it's not really a question. We're gonna have some fun with this one. So we have our first loser in the chat, who is making a statement by asking a question instead of just fucking calling it instead of just saying it with his chest and giving his opinion. But I'm gonna give him the floor anyway. He says, can you explain how it's a good investment when the average sale price of RPL NFT has gone from 0.2518 Ethereum to a current 0.0137 Ethereum? Just call it a donation, since that's what it is. First of all, Tofan, fuck you. Second of all, I know you don't have a job because you're in a chat with 25 people watching, and you felt moved enough to actually be one of the people to chat in it. But since you asked the question disingenuously, I will allow the boys to answer it. But fuck you very much. Let's go.
Yeah, well, so, no, that's fine for asking. Go ahead,
so
Rock.
the funny thing is, I ain't even mad at the question because, so when you have two different NFT collections, the first one we did launched in May of 2022. So for as long as we've been going, the floor price basically means the cheapest one you can get.
Okay.
It fluctuates in price range, and basically the lowest priced NFT on your floor is kind of like valuing your NFT.
Okay.
And what I could have done was I could have been like, all right, cool, this is fantastic. We made the NFT, gave out some utilities, and we did stuff with the holders. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I necessarily didn't even want to do this second collection because I didn't need to, but we did it primarily to grow the value of the first collection because people invested with us. Some people, like, just, if they have 15 NFTs, they'll throw some out there for cheap. They're like, I got 5, I'll just throw them up for cheap. Whatever the case may be, there's two things why this collection is huge for any previous holders in the collection. One, any expensive in-person utilities or any utilities that are worth like over $500 or $700 or more are only going to be provided to dual holders. What that means is you have to hold an NFT from the first collection and this current collection. So what's that mean? Okay, a new holder comes in, they're like, yo, I love Red Pill Lines Turbo, and I got an NFT. And then I started announcing, hey, we're going to the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. We're bringing holders who wants to come.
Oh, man, that sounds
Anybody
like so much
who
fun.
holds a Red Pill Lines Turbo NFT is like, I want to go, but fuck, I'm not a dual holder. So what they would have to do is go to OpenSea and buy an NFT from the holders. That's the only place you can get the original collection from, is from on OpenSea from other holders, raising the value of the floor price, 1. And 2, we have a staking token. Staking means if you lock up your NFT with us, we will give you a residual income of, we made this coin called RPLs. It's RPLS.
Okay.
And you can earn these coins every day that you lock up your NFT and you say, I'm not going to post it or list it for sale, and you hold it with us. It's called staking. What that does is every hour you earn 4.5 RPLs, and it goes straight to your account. You can withdraw at any time. What you can do for that is you can redeem sports tickets for free. You can redeem merch from our website. You can redeem a whole bunch of different shit. You can redeem podcasts. podcast guest spots. You will literally bring you out here for free. And also you could redeem, what's the last one I was going to say? You can redeem sponsorship. Say if we're running a show with Donovan Sharpe or anybody that's like and pulling a lot of viewers, and you're like, I own this business, I want to sponsor it. Say you own a heating and air conditioning business, we'll sponsor your business on it. Lastly, saying this collection's whole goal is to not only, one, drive up the value of this collection for our holders, but two, to drive up the value of the previous collection. So yeah, it's so listen, if you're smart, if you do not have a current Red Pill Line NFT and you want to get one of the older ones, you can grab one of the ones off the floor because the floor is only going up from here.
Okay, very good. Yeah, Tofan is he's a hater in the comments, and I'm gonna fry his ignorant ass. And what this is gonna do, this is gonna cause this dude to ask you very difficult questions. So this is actually good. This is actually good that we have a loser in the chat who thinks he who thinks he knows more than you guys. So just let me. I've got a couple of I've got a couple of inquiries here. Number one, Tofan says he works from home. Yeah, could have fooled me. If you really did work from home, you know, there's precious little evidence of that. If you really do work from home, then how do you have time and the energy to be chatting with me on a YouTube video? Now he also says that is not the floor. That is the average price. Check OpenSea. I have no idea what that is.
OpenSea is where you can buy NFTs.
Okay.
Regardless of it, you know, we spent a lot of time building this last collection and also making a motion. Charlie and Miguel from Dollar Cost Crypto and Cultivate Crypto, and I never really shy away from questions in the NFT space. So
yeah, I'm not bothered by it.
Yeah, we have been through a bear market, and we have been doing this collection for almost 3 years now. And so we have done utilities from 2022, 2023, 2024, and we're going to be doing it in 2025. And it is something that, the value is only going to grow, and I know exactly where it's at, and that is the whole goal of this NFT collection, is to grow the value of that collection and this current one. So, at the same token, I'm not even mad at the question.
Yeah, I'm just mad at it. I wake up. I wake up mad. I wake up mad. He says, sell the utility, not the ROI. Did you figure that out all by yourself, Tofan? That's literally exactly what this podcast is about. Come on. He says, go ahead and buy it if you want to support the creators. Do not ever expect to make money on this NFT. What do you say to that?
So I'll say one, we've had holders turn a profit of one of them, honestly, is someone from our hometown bought one for, I think it was $250, and he sold it for $3,000. We've had multiple holders sell for over a couple thousand, and we've also had holders buy 3 or 4, and then they grow their investment from, say, if it was 500 to about 700-800. Okay. Basically, what you're doing is, especially in a collection, so I urge you to go buy an NFT from anybody else that's just like, hey, I got a great collection, and they launch, and then eventually they just stop working on it. So with NFTs, just like the crypto market, there's highs and lows. So you're like, okay, the previous collection's a little bit lower than it usually is.
Hang on. Because she is jealous of her success. What the hell? That's the deal. Hold on. I'm getting something in my ear. Most people who are critical of Pearl are just give me a second. And that includes Rollo Tomasi. Just give me a second. Rollo Tomasi's been a good friend of mine for years. But even I can see that he is clearly jealous of her success. Give me a second. Rollo Tomasi was pro Pearl when she had 20,000 subscribers. Devin, anytime Pearl asked Rollo for advice or anything like that. Just give me a second, guys. No problem. But as soon as she whizzed past him in subscribers, and now, by the way, she's at 2 million. Now all of a sudden, we're sending out tweets making fun of Pearl. Nope, sorry. Not valid at all. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says, including the great Rollo Tomasi. He is jealous of her success. That's why he attacks her. There is absolutely no good reason for that. I'm hearing those over in Nigatube who hate Pearl. They are jealous that Pearl does YouTube
an echo?
better than Nigatube. No, just give me a second, man. And here Lauren Chen is with a weak ass argument. She's clearly telling the truth. God, dude, she is being so disingenuous that she is taking tongue-in-cheek tweets and taking them as literal fact. She is responding to the literal. Tweet that was clearly done in tongue-in-cheek. Will you take something that's said in jest and attacking it as if they said that for real? Dude, that is a bad faith argument. That is absolutely a bad faith argument. Lauren Chen is jealous of Pearl Davis because Pearl Davis does YouTube better than Lauren Chen, and that's the bottom fucking line. This is the weakest argument I've ever fucking heard, man.
Okay, there's that.
No, but like
crazy
but
town.
Do you think that I just
I know some guy. Everybody just fucking relax. Just everybody relax.
I mean, I still.
Bitch, stop the cap. You want to know something? She did used to be a huge fan of Pearl.
That one.
You want to know why she's not a huge fan of Pearl? She was a huge fan of Pearl when Pearl didn't have any subscribers.
I have no fucking
When she
idea.
had more
Like all of a
subscribers
sudden,
than Pearl,
this
yeah,
started
she was a fan
playing.
then, right? She was a fan then. As soon as she zoomed past her in subscribers, all of a sudden now Lauren Chen has a problem with Pearl Davis. What's the common denominator here?
Give me a second, guys.
Huh? What's the common denominator? Rollo was cool with Pearl until she shot past him. Now all of a sudden he has a problem with her. Lauren just admitted, hey, I used to support Pearl Davis. Yeah, until I figured out that she was fucking better than me.
Okay, that's.
Gentlemen,
I have no idea where the fuck this is coming from.
This is so laughably transparent.
Just give me a second, guys. Just
so
give me a second.
Laughably
Give me a second.
transparent.
You gotta be fucking kidding me with this nonsense, dude.
Why there's so
like
much
I have no
disdain for
fucking
certain content
idea
creators.
why in the fuck.
Dude, I will never.
Is it another window that you have open, like a browser?
I will
This
never
is a
understand
bad computer
why
day, man.
someone would
To you, Lauren.
help someone
Jesus
and then
fucking
attack them
Christ,
later. Yeah,
dude.
it's because
Like,
they're better
seriously?
than you. They do it better than you. Lux
Oh,
Dan says Pearl has snake roller before, so I wouldn't
Wait, this is one of those days. This is one of those days where I feel like throwing my $15,000 computer system out the goddamn door.
No, that was disingenuous. That was disingenuous.
And I am not
Luxac
even
Dan.
close to kidding.
That was disingenuous.
I have
Pearl
no
did not
fucking
snake
clue
Rollo. She
where
did not
this is
snake
coming
Rollo.
from.
Nope, she
I have no
absolutely
idea.
didn't.
It's
Because
just
when
playing
she
in the
sna-
background,
you know what?
and
When
I don't
Pearl
know where it's
snaked
coming from.
Rollo, guess how many subscribers she had? More than him. That's the problem.
insanity.
Here's another problem. That Rollo has a problem with Pearl. Here's another problem.
Nope, that's not it.
And I'm
either.
gonna keep it fucking real. I'm gonna keep it all the way fucking real. Y'all better buckle up for this shit. You wanna know why Rollo started not liking Pearl? You guys ever heard of Tori? You guys ever heard of Torsha? You guys ever heard of her?
Do you want to drop yourself down and maybe my audio will be good and I keep going?
80%
I have no
tits, looks like
fucking
a
clue.
fucking golem in real life.
I have no idea
That's
where
first
the
reason.
sound is coming from. I really
That's the
fucking
first
don't.
reason. Pearl called Tori out for who she is, a red pill fucking groupie, and Rollo didn't fucking like it. Rollo didn't fucking like it.
I don't know
hey,
where
look, I'm
this-
just
I don't
keeping
know
it
where the
100.
sound's coming
I said
from.
it.
I really don't.
Everybody knows it, but nobody wants to say it. Everybody knows it, but no one wants to fucking say it. That's where it started. It started with him. It started with Pearl calling out Tori for who and what the fuck she is.
That's
then
over
she
with.
committed the egregious
Is your phone
crime
connected to
of
Bluetooth, Donovan?
Passing him in subscribers.
You gotta be
And what
You sent
just
Kevin that
said,
link, right?
Luxac Dan, love you to death, but this is very careful language. Rollo is a bit jealous, but his disdain for Pearl isn't entirely unjustified. Nah, fam, you are fucking wrong. Rollo's not a bit jealous. He's all the way jealous. Have you seen the tweets that he has put about her? Have you ever seen the kinds of shit that he puts out about Pearl?
I got no fucking clue
Calls her
where
a dude.
this
He calls her a
sound is coming
retard
from.
and all this other kind of craziness.
sent you the link,
A
right?
bit jealous? Look, I understand you love the guy, and I do too. But let's call a spade a fucking spade. Let's call a spade a fucking spade. If you consider yourself a friend, you gotta call this shit out. You gotta call this shit out. Rollo, you're wrong for not liking Pearl. I love you, but you're
Guys,
fucking
don't need the
wrong.
suggestions, please.
I've had
I'll handle
conversations
this.
like this with, not about Rollo and Pearl, but I've had conversations like this with all of my close friends. It gets hotly debated and it's contentious because we love each other.
With that.
Rollo, I love you to fucking death, but you are making yourself look bad by going after
Dude,
Pearl.
I'm closing every fucking browser,
You are
and
making yourself look bad for going after Pearl because you are jealous. You want to know something?
there it fucking is.
The same.
Unfucking believable, man. I swear to fucking God. Look, man. Look, I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. A lot of y'all motherfuckers think y'all can do this for a living. A lot of you guys out there think you can do this for a living. And don't get me wrong. Life has been... Podcasting has been very good to me in a lot of ways, most notably financially. But y'all, you got to be built for this shit. You got to be built for this, man. Real shit. You're gonna have to understand that there are just some days where things are just not going to go right. So anyway, Devin is in the chat. Devin, do not time anyone out unless I give you permission. Do you understand?
fucking hell, man. Fuck. I got my computer.
You fixed it.
I got my, it was, you know, I don't even know.
It's all right.
She said she timed, like, did you? I know, Dev, babe, I know you're trying to help, sweetheart, but there is a reason why. There's a reason why I have told you and the other moderators to chill out lately. Fuck, man. Hey, Donovan Sharpe loses it on a live. Yeah, tell me something we don't already know. Well, at least she didn't hide him. At least she didn't hide him. But fuck, Devin. Fuck. Like, that dude was asking really good fucking questions, man. Ugh. Fuck.
Sorry, I remember his question if you want me to continue.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I'm pulling up all the deleted fucking messages, dude.
You're good. All right, so basically what he was saying was he was like, so he said something about correlating to buying an NFT and like talking about utility instead of ROI. One thing I was saying was you can buy into any other NFT collection, and most of the NFT projects, once they launch after, say, like a year or so, they don't do anything creatively, and they stop adding to their repertoire and improving and innovating. So regardless of it, it's going to die. So we were at that point where, like, as it starts slowing down, that if we didn't create more and do something else, that, like, if we abandoned the project, it would have fell off and everyone would have lost their investment. But here we are doing this collection to grow the value of the NFT,
okay,
as to maintain and continue its growth. And yeah, this main collection is specifically for growing the previous NFT and also giving back more to the holders.
Okay, very good. Tofan is actually still in the chat. Devin only timed him out for 60 seconds. But let's not be disingenuous. Tofan's not going to buy an NFT. He's not interested. He's just here to razz. But what you do with with the unemployed, basically people hating on other people. I recently had a conversation with Myron Gaines. It's actually about a week and a half ago, and he told me, he says, dude, when you engage with your haters, he says that's actually a good thing. He says, but you have to, he said, if you're going to dunk on them, you got to dunk on them. So I'm pretty good at filleting people, but yeah, haters absolutely do have a utility, pun definitely intended, because, because haters not only tell us, they give us improvement suggestions. Not only that, they're really saying what our fans are afraid to say. So I think a lot of people think, I don't want to expose myself to the haters. Like I said, you got to be built for this. I was the same way for a long time, but now I'm good to go. Anyway. Oh, by the way, he had another question. Oh, he says, LOL, what? I don't man a register. I have tasks with deadlines, and I work on them when I please. So basically, you're an entrepreneur, but you're in my chat trying to razz a couple of 20-something-year-old kids trying to make a way. Got it. You're the gangster. Okay. Let's talk about some of the utilities that we are going to have. Now, I'm gonna have to pull my list back up because I was literally just deleting everything. But talk about some of the utilities that guys like Tofan don't see any value in.
Yeah, and truthfully, real quick, we don't shy away from that kind of questioning because it's important for people to ask.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's the NFTs have gotten a bit of a bad rep at times, especially because of some of the less credible projects and people that did rug money and things like that. So we're always open to those conversations.
All right.
Because like I said, it all depends on the brand that you're buying with and what are the intentions of those brand ambassadors and the people that run the NFT. So that's very different from kind of grouping them all together. One of the few people that sounded off about Red Pill Lions when we started off, because Rolo was with us for the first one, was kind of just somebody that didn't like Rolo and did like a piece where they went on and on and on, where they didn't really talk about us specifically. They didn't break down anything that we do. They essentially just correlated that they disapprove of NFTs as an entire concept with the fact that we were doing one. And that's how a lot of people look at it, is just, kind of one bad apple, two bad apples, kind of like the entire concept.
I'll get into the utilities, but yeah, that's one thing that we came when we first started the collection in general, where there was a lot of NFT stigma. And I felt like it was kind of like my due diligence and my duty as one of the only NFT content creators out here with my face, like broadcasted to the world and talking about it.
Right.
To sit there and be like, yeah, dude, I totally hear what you're saying, and this is kind of how we feel about it, and this is what we're trying to do. And we turned a lot of like people early on before we even like announced the collection publicly, like for the live sale in our first one, that were like questioning NFTs to like now they're current holders, and we'd laugh about it in the Discord. Just kind of how it goes. But with utility, that's another thing too. So it's not only something that I wanted to just give like, so anything that's like a t-shirt, it's like a cologne, a cigar, stuff like that, I consider those tokens of appreciation.
Of course.
One thing I'm really trying to utilize with the NFT technology is, okay, cool, you're bringing these people together. What other value can I give you on top of the financial investment?
Right.
On top of whatever you're possibly able to get in the networking you have within our Discord and our community. I wanted to bring education into a huge level. So we're going to do all the same shit we've been doing with new cool product ideas that are going to be free and shipped out to holders, and new in-person experiences, whether it's in a podcast or a vacation. We're trying to go to Europe at some point to meet up with some holders out there, because we have international holders in China, Europe, Croatia, Argentina, everywhere, Guam. What we're going to do mainly, though, is really push hard on the educational side, because I want people to walk away from this NFT after they get a return on their investment and say, okay, what else did I get out of this that sets it aside from like, okay, cool, I made a nice flip? Because you can flip sports cards, you can go to fucking Goodwill and buy a cup and sell it on eBay, and there's a flip. But okay, cool, whatever, you made 17, 20, 200, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, right.
I want people to walk away with like, wow, not only was I able to get a return on my investment, I learned something that is now a skill that I can add to a resume, a job application, my current business that helps it. So we're going to be bringing in teachers that aren't like foreigners who are like just out there trying to get a bag, like good-hearted, well-knowledge teachers to teach about not only topics that we think would be a benefit to holders, but topics that they've suggested. So whether it's freelance work on the internet through Fiverr, I spoke about app creation, because there's a lot of money to be made in the app stores.
Yes, there is.
Whether it's Apple or Android, wherever the case may be, website design, graphic design, clothing design, brand design, logo design, anything that we could possibly teach our holders for free in our Discord through our Discord utility classes will be something that they can add into their lifestyle, as well as any utilities that we're going to do with Donovan Sharpe, whether they're in person or merch with his branding on it that we co-collab on. We already did a coffee. We're doing the SFNY t-shirts.
Woo! That's the good one.
In-person experiences where you get to hang out with Donovan. We're going to do signed books with Donovan. We're going to do a whole list of shit. That's just something we're excited to do. And eventually, I don't know if we can do it with this collection, but I'm trying to get to a point where we could buy a holder that doesn't have a vehicle, a cheaper end car, give back to the community.
Yeah, because you guys last year you bought a suit for, and I forgot, I actually did the podcast with him as well. That was cool. Like, you took the guy into town and bought him his first suit. Before I get into what I'm going to be giving away in terms of utilities with the Red Pill Lions Turbo, we're gonna cook a little bit more. He says, LOL, I have bought way more NFT than you, Donovan. That's how I know what they are all about. Really? Is that why you said just call it a donation, since that's what it is? Look, gentlemen, man, check this out. This is why he hasn't said anything, because he's arguing in bad faith at this point. Bruh. If you don't like the Savo brothers, if you don't like me, then just say that. But you are not going to convince me that you have bought NFTs if you're going to tell these guys, who clearly know more about NFTs than you do, that it's just a donation. Nice try. All of that being said, here is what we will be putting, pardon me, turned into donations. Yep, all right, you're out of here, buddy. Shut the fuck up, fuck you. Now I'm going to ban you from the fucking channel. There you go.
Well, I would be curious to ask him what kind of utilities he received in buying into other NFTs.
Exactly none, because that's what he's innovating.
No, not even like I already know that we do utilities better than any NFT project, but that's not what I like to stand my ground on. I'm just curious. So, like, if this is how you feel, like, have you get in the Discord, check us out on Twitter, see the stuff we're doing. We've done documentaries. The podcasts have been fantastic. We've got great guests that can literally talk to celebrities on our podcast and don't have to super chat. If you're a holder, you just ask a question. Hey, we're sitting here with Professor Griff from Public Enemy. If you're a holder, ask your question. You are prioritized at the top of the list. And regardless of it, name another NFT that made it through the bear market that wasn't a Bored Ape Yacht Club or like at the top of the echelon. We are the best NFT utility-wise. We are the best NFT community-wise.
Yes.
We're trying to become the best NFT return on investment-wise, and that's what we're grinding out here doing.
All right,
we cut our supply. The one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if it's a token of appreciation, whatever the fucking case may be, whatever you're saying, We went from an NFT collection that was 2,800 NFTs.
Yeah, it was crazy.
We probably could have sold 3,000 to 5,000 in this collection. We made it only 600. So obviously we're not making as much money off of it, but doesn't matter. It just all goes into the utility fund.
Absolutely.
And that is scarcity is a value.
Absolutely.
If something's more scarce, that drives up the value. There's so many different things that we've done specifically for return on investment, because that's the whole reason why we're doing it. We built a cool brand around an investment opportunity for everyone.
Really
we
is,
like
man.
pitching the brand, but the investment opportunity of someone in the red pill space finding this and making and learning crypto is a huge benefit. And people in the crypto space being like, wow, Red Pill Lines NFT, let me check this out. Oh shit, who's Donovan Sharpe? Oh shit, wow, oh my god, now I realize why my wife left me and I have no kids, but I have a little bit of a bag from crypto. It's all about the teaching purpose and return on investment. So I don't shy away from the question.
It's a good introduction to crypto too. I knew nothing about crypto before.
No, whoa. You said NFTs are a good introduction to crypto.
Yeah, no, it's a great way, but just to gain that general interest to begin with. I mean, it's amazing now. When I look at the market now, from what I understand of it, it's amazing. Anytime I come across somebody who has a good ass paying day job, but they have to work their life away to get that money, the first thing I'd be thinking is like, Christ, if you only would put like just a little bit of it here and a little bit of it in Ethereum and a little bit of it in this token, you could have like fucking $20,000 more by the end of 2024.
Wow.
And it's amazing. Like, anytime you broach that subject to the ordinary working class and people that work really hard for their money and
freaks them out,
like have some ideas of investing it but are always too afraid to jump in the water, the amount of people that still look at you like a kook, like you're just nuts, is like, oh, you're just talking about gambling with your money and being irresponsible.
Yeah,
especially with tokens that are so sturdy, or especially with something like Ethereum is not doing fantastic right now, but that's because but then you have to look at it like it's a great time to buy.
There you go.
Ethereum and Bitcoin are like two sturdy examples that are just not going anywhere.
Right.
And to some people, you talk about Ethereum and Bitcoin, and to them, it's like reading Chinese. So they think that you're talking about like the hot token of the month that you might lose some money on because somebody posted about it on a fucking Reddit forum. And it's amazing when you're on the other side of this thing, you see just how easy it is to make money. And you remember being on the side of the hardworking class that's just like, oh, you're just talking about gambling your money and being irresponsible. But because there are still, despite how easy it is to become rich with crypto, there are still always and forever going to be a greater population of people that are too afraid to get involved. But that's sort of also to your benefit, that it's kind of like having like a minor little secret of the first step towards success that even decently high earning people would be too afraid to put half a paycheck into. But I wouldn't have been on the other side of this thing if it weren't for Red Pill Lions. I mean, Rock learned about crypto a lot earlier than I did, and I hopped in like, okay, of course I'll help with being sort of like a brand ambassador and helping get influencers involved and doing what I do. But through the first little portion of it, I was like, wait, Ethereum what? And Bitcoin what?
Dude, yeah, it's
I
all
didn't
Greek.
really have much interest, but the more I took interest in helping with utilities and the holders and everything that Red Pill Lions involves, the more I eventually got interested in it and come out the other side of it, holding Ethereum, holding Bitcoin, holding Phantom, and seeing just how easy it could be. I mean, truthfully, and just how easy it could be to DCA. That's the other thing, is that like I had no concept
dollar
of
cost
DCA,
average, right?
Dollar cost average.
Boom, baby. Haha. See?
Again, something that I had no concept of, just like the general public.
Yeah.
That's like thinking this is just the greatest way to lose money, and all other like business professional corporate type people would tell me the same thing. So I feel that I've been influenced not to ever take a chance motherfucking ever in life. Well, that's because they also have the concept in their mind of like, what are we talking about, throwing like several grand into this and hoping it hits? Like, no, how about if you wanted to put in $50 a week, just so that you're putting something towards an investment of any kind. Like how about putting in $100 or $100 every 2 weeks? Like, people don't even have that concept.
Yeah, they just think that it's all, the investment is all up front. No, you can work your way up to it. Go ahead, Rock.
And I'm going to correlate this to something that Donovan relates to with the NFL. But what I will say is, with crypto and NFTs being the best introduction to crypto, so like if you want to make a big splash in the crypto market, just in coins, you're going to have to build up and knowledge yourself in all the different types of coins, and eventually want to work yourself up to a $10,000 portfolio.
Oh,
where you
wow.
can really optimize your gains and also cut out all the bad eggs you've invested in. With NFTs, it's something that you're just buying a collectible that you can flip, and just because it's tied to a crypto coin, people are like, oh my god. But let me give you an example. People are apt to buy collectibles. Say if it's a sports card or a sports jersey.
There you go.
Now, Donovan, what do you think would happen if You bought a Rashi Rice signed rookie card like 6 or 7, 8 months ago for like $800. And then he drives down fucking, where was it, in Florida, in a Lamborghini with a bunch of drugs in the car and smashes his vehicle.
Jesus,
Do you know where his sports cards prices are now? Because I'm a sports card flipper. Basically, if you bought his rookie card for $800, it is now worth $7.
Wow.
Correlation to that with even who's the guy on the Zay Flowers? Zay Flowers. I don't know if he like beat someone or whatever the case may be. A lot of people really high on him, spending thousands of dollars on his sports cards, and the price depreciates.
Yes. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. The thing about that is when you're buying into crypto, it's a live asset. It's not a financial dollar. So even if your asset dips down a little bit, what you're doing is you're buying into something that, say if you bought an NFT and it's a little bit lower, when you buy in and the ETH market goes up, just the value of your NFT is growing with the market in correlation to, I don't have to depreciate my brand by fucking beating a woman. I don't have to depreciate my brand by smashing my car in a Lamborghini with a bunch of drugs in it. But also at the same time, I'm just out here doing the right things, growing it. So not only are you buying into this investment, you're like, okay, cool. It's in good hands. They're not hiding their faces. Not hiding my faces means I have a way that I have to represent my brand and myself. And then as it goes, it grows, and we're doing it in the correct fashion. So people invest in collectibles regardless. Doing it in the crypto space can be a great introduction for you into crypto, where you can finally leave your 9 to 5. Because who was saying it? I forget. It might have been Tate. He was saying the craziest thing that you could possibly do is work every day of your life for 65 years, just not changing anything and trying to make your own money and make your own investments, and just working a 9 to 5 and giving your life away. That's what insanity is. Doing the same thing every day over and over.
Yeah, I think it's a good introduction to crypto if you know nothing about crypto, because it's fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. Digestible.
When you're on the complete other side of it, you might think it looks scary and it looks like you're irresponsibly gambling with money, getting involved in crypto at all. But like, you come in the Discord and now you're kicking it with us and you're kicking it with Sandras, and you're talking to holders that have made money, you're talking to holders that have received utilities. You're just getting involved in conversation with other like-minded people, and sometimes that's just the basis of it, is just talking to other like-minded people who you relate to, and then come to find out what they've done with crypto, what they've done with NFT, what they've done in participating with our community. But even beyond us, just sometimes it takes talking to somebody that isn't so benign to your lifestyle, like isn't somebody that you see like, okay, maybe they got lucky, but I could never have such luck. It becomes a kind of thing like, wait, what are we talking about? That you turned how much into how much, how quickly, and you're just a regular guy. And when you look at it, like, there is I don't mean to say it in a negative way, but like when we lived in the old flop, that was the party spot when we were kids. And when we were kids, all the neighborhood kids would like kick it with us, stay at the place, never fucking leave. Our mom fucking hated it. We would get fucked up in the basement and shit. And I remember there was this girl that like ran away from home for like 2 months, and it's just like, I'm just like coming to live at the flop, and we were all like fucking 20 something. And all the girl did was like drink and get into trouble, and she stayed in the basement, and she was so fucking annoying that after a while, I went out to do a showcase with you, I think, and Mark kept saying, I'm gonna throw this bitch out, I'm gonna throw this bitch out, I'm gonna throw her out. And Mark is like fucking like, I don't know, like 14 at the time. I'm out, and I get a call from the girl, and she's like, hey, I came home and all my shit's in the road. And Mark was like, yes, I finally had it. Girl's fucking annoying. Reason I tell that story, right? The people we grew up with were just like such trash, and we were like like surrounded by so much heinous shit, and you'd never think that we would come from like such fucking like white trash and degeneracy and make something of ourselves. And now that girl's got fucking her own business and thousands upon thousands of dollars in crypto. And I look at that and I'm like, you used to live in my basement. Like, you used to like run the...
She turned crypto...
And I'm like, anybody can do this.
She turned NFT experience into crypto investments, and those crypto investments turned into a huge portfolio in Airbnb in Florida.
And I'm just like, dude, I remember you just being like a fucking knucklehead like the rest of them. But like, the thing about it is, I don't think that same sort of result would happen if it was 20 years ago and you had to do it in the stock market exclusively, or get involved in investment that is so above your head. Crypto is just digestible enough that if you get into it, especially in a fun way where you're in a community and you're talking with other like-minded people, it piques your interest just enough that if you're not fully educated on it, you desire to learn more, but still overall more digestible than if we had to do this 20 years ago and you're buying stock in fucking Intel or trying to like day trade in the stock market. It feels so over your head.
It's kind of it's the same concept, and the story about how I got into real estate investing when I was in Vegas. It's not unlike the girl in the basement story.
Yeah, because I think I know what you're talking about. Isn't it something to the effect of you're looking at this dude and you're going, dude,
yes, that's exactly right.
That's what it takes sometimes.
Yeah, I'm out on the balcony, and I used to work at a call center, and I was always the number one salesman. I was making fucking money hand over fist, but I didn't know what to do with it. Also, I just saved it. I've always been kind of a saver, and so I'm out on the balcony smoking a cigarette, and my supervisor, he looks like a kid diddler, to be honest with you. He had the long ponytail with the male pattern baldness, but the guy was cool as hell, and he was fat as fuck. And so I'm out there, and we're both smoking cigarettes. I was like, hey, how's it going? We're discussing sales strategies, techniques. And he's like, man, it's not going to be a good day today. I was like, well, what's up? He's like, I've got an eviction. And I was like, oh, shit. Deep down, I was thinking, okay, this motherfucker is about to ask to live with me. I was like, well, that sucks. Do you have a place to go? He's like, no, it's not an eviction for me. I have to evict one of my tenants. And I'm like, your tenants? He's like, yeah. He's like, I own 2 properties. And I'm thinking to myself, I said, that guy owns properties? Somebody is paying that guy rent to live in a building on purpose? I said, if that loser could fucking do it, then I can do it. And so that's what got me started. So just like you said with the girl in the basement story, you think after she was such a fucking loser, all the bitch used to do is get drunk, get fucked, and party all the time. All right, great. Now she is, just like you said, she's got like a crypto portfolio.
Yeah, like Airbnb. She got an incredible crypto portfolio.
Incredible.
And this is NFT aside. This is just my general feelings about crypto. I feel like opportunities exist now for investment that people are crazy not to jump on, or at least get their feet wet and DCA small amounts of money and just to get familiar with it, because it is what it takes sometimes. You always think it's going to be somebody that made a ton of money in the market that is like so much more educated than you. They wear a nicer suit than you.
That was already educated. Like they were already successful and they just got successful again.
Right. Yeah. They come from such a different world that you could never reach. And especially if you're like down and out on yourself, you immediately think of yourself as lower value than everybody. So you certainly think of yourself as lower value than like high society looking people.
Sure.
But it's those few cats, like you said, you're like looking at this out of shape dude that looks like a fucking pedophile. He looks like he couldn't fucking do, like, he looks like he's like not capable of running his own life, and he's running other people's lives for fuck's sake.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was shit like that. Also, like people that are like on drugs, or people that have recovered from drugs but never got the tweak out of them. I call them tweaker. Even people that are like, oh, I'm 10 years sober, but like the tweak
they're still they're still glitchy.
You just don't want to be around them. There was this neighborhood tweaker, this dude that I just couldn't fucking stand. He was always working on some kind of project, like, oh, I'm gonna start a fucking business selling shoes, and I'm gonna start doing. I'm like, whatever the fuck, you tweak, get the fuck away from me.
All right.
And then like one day he's like, yeah, it was like $200,000 I made, in Ethereum, and I'm like, what?
Yes.
And then like the next month it was like, dude, I hit on the right coin and made $1 million. And,
wow.
I'm like, this fucking tweaker. He was like, remember I told you? I said, well, and I'm thinking to myself, every time you suggested that I invest in something, I didn't want to hear what you had to say because you're fucking tweaked. And he's like, yeah, no, dude, that thing hit $1 million. And I'm like, now this fucking tweaker that nobody would ever want to fucking have a conversation with for more than 5 minutes is waltzing through this neighborhood with $1 million fucking dollars, because there's investment opportunities that are easier to digest and learn about these days with the internet than there ever was before. I don't think that would be a thing 20, 30 years ago, but today, like, you could be a fucking moron and just set your sights on the right thing and educate yourself in an easier fashion than ever existed before. And I'm starting to think I'm on the total other side of it, where I'm like, anybody who is not at least DCAing is crazy. Okay. And just a personal tip for the guys, with the market that we have currently now, where you can make a lot of money if you have anything to invest right now, this is just generally speaking. Okay. I look at day jobs now as like, literally, why hold on to it? Like, do I have to go on that many dates? Do I have to go out and have fun? Like, this money is going to come and go. And to look at it as irresponsible to throw it in a coin or to throw it in Ethereum, which I don't think it's ever irresponsible to throw into Ethereum. It's just that sturdy. You're not going to lose big money. I look at it like this, just a general tip for the guys. Okay. Your fucking weekly paychecks, they're going anyways. You look at it like money that's just going to come and go anyways. Like, you're not going to fucking hold on to every dollar you make until you have, like, what are the odds of that? Especially if you're already kind of just like learning to teach yourself financial stability. Yeah. Like, it's going to come and go. The money's going to reach your hands and get spent on something stupid anyways. So why not at least DCA? I look at it as more irresponsible not to DCA in my own life personally now.
My guess is that the tweaker, wouldn't it be serendipitous if the tweaker somehow got together with the basement girl? Right, like, but wouldn't that be the greatest like white trash like redemption story like in the history of whatever? I slept in these guys' basement. You never know.
Look at these fucking white trash tweakers that you'd think less of just by fucking judging a book by its cover, not realizing they have millions and you have nothing because you're afraid to invest fucking 30% of a paycheck.
Scared money don't make money.
Damn right.
Scared money don't make money.
Okay, so here's what I am putting up for utilities. I'm going to give away 5 digital copies of the entire shit test guide. I'm going to give away 5 signed copies of the 49 Laws of Sharpe. I'm going to give away 3 Womanese video series, the complete video catalog, 625 translations of Womanese. I'm going to be doing 5 signed the Book of Womanese sets. That is volumes 1 through 5. So 5 sets. I'm going to sign every single book. I'm also doing, I'm going to give away 5 personal 30-minute consultations. I'm going to be doing 3 podcasts with the Red Pill Lions guys. And we'll obviously, if you're a holder, you have a chance to come out there and hang out with us. I'd also like to do something. Now, this is not set in stone, but we'd like to do something like go-karts or bowling or something else fun. Just like you said, the Tyson Iron Mike Tyson versus Titanium Jake Paul. Holy fuck, that's the dumbest thing I have ever heard Jake Paul say.
Yeah. You're calling him Titanium?
No, he says they call him Iron Mike Tyson. Well, I'm Titanium Jake Paul.
Didn't you get? Yeah, he's a fucking idiot.
It was look. I don't hate on Jake Paul. He doesn't have to be doing what he's doing. I admire another man, and you know he's fighting tomato cans, but I admire a man who's set for life, but still has a mountain to climb. He has turned into a semi-professional fighter, but you don't talk shit to Mike Tyson. Like, look, love you to death, Jake. I wouldn't.
I don't mean to interrupt the utility talk, but I'm just going to pose the question real briefly. If I couldn't beat the shit out of you in your prime, but I can beat the shit out of you when you're 60, am I the shit?
No.
That's kind of the way I think of it.
Dude, this is lose for Jake Paul. But he is going to lose because Mike Tyson is going to hit this kid harder than he has ever been hit before. And me, I wouldn't fight Mike Tyson if he were dead. If he were 6 feet in the ground. You want to fight Mike? No, I don't give it, dude. I don't give a shit. Have you ever seen how big his hands are? Anyway. And so the coup de grace of the utilities, I will be giving away. We are going to be giving away 3 all expense paid trip to the 4th annual Conference of Masculine Excellence in Lake Tahoe this fall. In Nevada. So I'm going to be, and I'm going to tell you what, guys, I'd actually like to give more away, to be honest with you. And I know scarcity is the key, but you guys know how I am. I'd like to think I'm a generous guy. I try to be generous with my time and my money. I try to help people out. And if someone takes the chance and has the foresight to invest in something as fun and as cool as this, I'd like to take it upon myself to make it worthwhile for them. And that's why we're doing this, man. The number one reason I'm doing this is because it's fucking fun. I love doing this kind of stuff. I told you guys this when you guys approached me with this project. I was like, dude, this is going to be fun. I like hanging out with you guys. I like helping people. Let's do it, So those are the things that I'm going to be giving away with the Red Pill Lions utilities. Just like we said, we're going to be doing. So how frequent are these giveaways going to be? Is there a set schedule? Like, how does that work?
So usually when I have the utilities all lined up, anything that's very time consuming obviously gets pushed to a further date. But anything that I have lined up right now, we usually do like a month-to-month basis because it's a lot creating. Like, for example, these shirts, I'm like, we're going to do it in this month, creating them, getting the garments. I did them all myself and being able to get them. And then you announce them, roll it out, make sure everything gets to everyone instead of just being like, all right, cool, everything's set, let's go to the next one. Once that's all confirmed. So usually about like once per month for like for most utilities, but there's also been times where I get too eager and I drop like a couple at a time and I'm just sending out shit all the time. It depends on really what it is. It's kind of, if I'm feeling good, I'll just fucking throw it all out at once.
That's great. Well, see, it almost sounds like a passion project for you guys because because you guys have really put in a lot of time and money into this thing, and it's clear to see that you care. And this is I think this is what makes this NFT. I think this is what separates you guys as NFT from everybody else, is that you guys give a shit. That's why you guys are putting your names and I mean, you guys are giving people information that might not be advantageous to do. Like, you guys are really taking some risks because you really want the guys to get something out of the utility.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if you're going to make an investment, this is a smaller end investment. You can buy a pair of Jordans for the same price you're buying one of our NFTs for. And what that will do is give you access to so much cool shit, access to a bigger network. There's so many people that we are in our Discord that have like literally started working together.
Oh,
and outside of the project have financially, like, collaboratively made tons of money just working together, whether it's through workout plans or I think two holders are doing some kind of like a sports brand, whatever the case may be.
That's cool as shit,
so much
man.
that you can do. And say you buy your NFT for, let's say the price of a pair of Jordans like $250, and then you sell it, say for $800 profit, $100 profit, under fucking $40, whatever the case may be.
Sure.
It is something that is so beneficial to the amount of resources you get that you will not get from any other collection or any other place. You can't go out there and buy a fucking $300 sports card and like be enveloped into a community and gain so much extra shit. It's like, well, I have it and it's sitting in my room. It's totally different. It's
right, and now what?
Applicable to your life. Yeah, exactly.
Right. One of the other things I like about it, correlating it to the Manosphere and Red Pill, is there's so much opportunity in the sphere, and there's so much willingness I've noticed through the convention circuit and things like that to actually hear out what young guys' talents are or what they could bring to a business.
Absolutely. So wow, that is a really good point.
So, yeah, when I was at the CME, that was the main thing that I told guys is talk to everybody.
Absolutely.
Because I saw so many people just walk their asses right into employment with influencers, including myself at the second CME.
Yeah.
I mean, I left the CME with a freelance gig that lasted the next year. And I know like 3-4 other guys did. I think some guys got permanent positions. And so when guys would reach out to us and tell us, I actually do a little bit of graphic design, I do things like that. It put them directly in touch with people that could help. And in that circumstances, it was us. Like Sandris is now going to have a credit on, he does fantastic graphic design work. And I could do all kinds of cool shit with film, but I'm not a CGI guy and I'm not a graphics guy when it comes to text. So I could make a film look incredible, everything up to like the most basic font and bullshit for titles, right?
Yes, of course.
But Sandra's made our movie look like $1 million with professional titles and a professional Kevrock logo.
Also, Sandra's also made the app that we used in the fucking movie.
Oh, right. Our movie is about a killer Uber driver and we couldn't use the Uber app.
Right.
Yeah, and we're like, fuck, how do we have to design our own app? And Sanders was like, I got it. That's what I do. And the cool thing is, like, we're not Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, but we are legit. We do have our foot in the film business. So that we didn't discover him through the NFT when he stepped up and said, like, I have talents that could be of use, and hire him for something that's going to sit on YouTube. That's going to be a streaming credit. It's going to be on streaming.
And on top of that, this kid is such a great person. Shout out to Sanders. He did not want any money financially through all of this, and we still paid him. I'm like, dude, I do not care. I'm like, we're sending you something every time you deliver us something. Of course. So on top of getting a credit in a film, he was generous enough to be like, hey, I got you guys. I'm just happy to be a part of it. We're like, no, dude, take some money.
Please,
you're very talented.
Right. No, I'm with that 100%, man. I think it's very important. I think it's very important for people to understand that one of the most valuable parts of this NFT is the community. Dude, I'm in your Discord and guys are always exchanging information. And just like you said, Kevin, at the CME, like you never know who you're going to meet. You never know you might run into someone who might need your skill set like to the T, just like you said that happened at CME too. So not only is this a good investment opportunity, you get a lot of cool shit, you meet a lot of cool people, and you get to be a part of a really cool community. I think that's probably one of the most beneficial things because I'm all about community.
The Discord's a huge asset in correlation to also, like, whether it's crypto people coming in, Red Pill people coming in, it helps you get off your fucking ass. Because honestly, at the same token, not a lot of men have the resource of another group of friends that are all male, like that locker room aspect. Because some people have like a great big friend group and they mend well. Some people are kind of like, they're lonesome. They grew up in a family full of sisters. They don't have a lot of friends, and they're able to get that like locker room experience. But also that locker room experience correlates to, hey, we have a gym check-in channel where everyone's like, Get off of your ass
There you
and
go.
get in the gym. We dropped a gym gear shirt just for that channel, so people can be like, "Hey, I'm in the gym with the Red Pill Lion shit on," and it motivates other people to get in the gym.
Yep.
I've been going so hard with the gym and my diet, mainly because the fucking Discord on top of it, on top of being an athlete. But there's the gym check-in channel, the crypto chat channel. There's a substance abuse channel. So anybody going through anything, there's so many holders that have experienced it and got on the other side of it and having sobriety, whether it's from drugs, alcohol, whatever the case may be.
There's been some
that
pretty
are helping other holders.
There's been some pretty sincere shit too that I didn't expect. Like he quoted early on when we first started doing this. One dude hit the Discord because he was enjoying communicating with the other guys. Hit the Discord and was like, "Yo, honestly, like it's a rough day for me. My wife left. I lost my job. And took the kids. Like, what do I do? What do I do?" And the guys were like, talking shit out, and other guys that have been through the same shit were talking shit out. And then again, like I said, this is how the correlation between the worlds of like finance, bettering yourself, going through tough times, connect. Is like if you're never around people that are making money, you'd never be convinced to take a chance.
Woo!
But you're not gonna correspond with somebody like, "Oh shit, you've been through that. I left my wife. My wife. I had to deal with divorce court and shit." And you start talking about like, trivial shit, and you start connecting. But then like if only one cat in the conversation is like, "Dude, my crypto portfolio is up 15 grand this year."
Woo!
You're not gonna sit back and be like, "Oh, we related on all these other things. That's interesting for you, but like, fuck if I care." You're gonna be like, wait, what do you mean you're and you start talking about these things now. Suddenly you're DCAing a little bit because you're in communication with guys that are doing well with these sort of things. It's like not being around money, as you're growing up, or like not even knowing the one. If you're poor growing up, that one successful cocksucker that you tell yourself you'd never even want to be like.
Sure,
it's a totally different introduction to money.
That's the correlation to the Discord. That's so fantastic.
I like that. It's the introduction of money, because just like you said, Kev, look, most people don't come from money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't come from humble backgrounds. I was a military kid, so that's as close to being in middle America as humanly possible. But I never thought that I would be this. Like I never thought I'd have a fucking Hulu documentary. You know what I mean? That may or may not be the end of my of my brand here. But all jokes aside, it never crossed my mind that something like this was possible until I saw guys doing it that I knew I could do it better than. I'm like, you mean that guy's got a channel with dude, well, I know I'm better than that guy, and I've proved it. And here we are. Let's round third and head for home. Where can the people, how do I purchase a Red Pill NFT as I bring it up on the main screen?
So to purchase a Red Pill Lions NFT, you're going to go to, very simple, it's redpilllions.com, and when you go to redpilllions.com, you'll be brought to our homepage, and all you have to do is hit the button that says mint, and then it'll bring you to our minting page. And if you have a crypto wallet, you can go and connect your wallet, whether it's MetaMask, Coinbase wallet, whatever the case may be, and then move forward into the minting process. You can get 1 all the way up to 100, totally up to you. We actually had someone come in and buy 100, which was insane. So that minting button right there, connect your wallet, and it'll help you connect your assets and be able to purchase a Red Pill Lions NFT, and it'll go straight to your wallet through OpenSea. You can check out what NFT you got, and then immediately, if you would like to, you can list it up for sale. If you get a rare one, then it's going to be of a higher value than any other one in the collection. We have 13. We have 13 one-of-one NFTs. That means there's the only one of it. Last collection, we sold 2,800. We only had one.
Wow.
One super rare. So now we have way more chasers, and 2 have already been minted. So now there's 11 left. And we're already coming down to under the 500 range because we only had a supply of 600 for this NFT. The one-of-ones that were minted it was the Trump line one-of-one. He's wearing a red hat that says make Red Pill great again.
Love it.
And then the lion that's on the thumbnail for most of our videos, that he's ripping himself out of his body.
Oh yeah, that guy, yeah.
That's one that got minted as well. So these are flying off the shelves right now, and also like the dual holder roles are already being added to the Discord, and there's so much fantastic shit going on just with the NFT in general. Now that it's out, it's open to you guys, but just because it's out now doesn't mean you can be like, it's a couple months. That is going to sell out. We sold 2,800 last time we did this.
Yeah, we're only doing 600. Yep.
600. So guys, make sure you go out and get one, and join the Discord. If you get one, you have to join the Discord. 1, to confirm your ownership as a holder.
Yes.
And 2, to be able to access the utilities. When I post, hey, we're doing a drop of RPL flags, who wants one? You just got to say, hey, I want one, and then I'll get your shipping information and we'll do it. And then also, speaking into the correlation of the volume, we collaborated with Charlie and Miguel for the Crypto Mindset course that just launched. And anyone who bought in through our collaboration link got one free Red Pill Lines NFT with their purchase through the link. So that means 50 are already going to be coming off the shelves when I get the full list from Charlie and Miguel. So these are going to be gone quick. If you guys would like to be a part of it, you're more than welcome to. If not, join the Discord. It's 100% free.
Wow, very good. Guys, I think we can leave it there, man. I think this is a very good introduction. I think a lot of people learned a lot of things, and I really like how you guys correlate this with sort of this being sort of an entry level sort of your introduction, not only to money, but to crypto and investing. There are a lot of guys who have never invested in anything. And all of a sudden, just like you said, shit, if fucking Basement Girl and Tweaker Meth Head guy could fucking make money off this, then why couldn't you? You know what I mean?
If you don't employ your money to work for you, the only thing you'll ever be doing is being an employee to someone who's making money off of you. That's it.
Okay. Well, damn. That's if I had a mic, I would drop it. Listen, guys. Thank you guys very, very much. I can't wait to get started. I can't wait to get up there the weekend after next.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, man, for the unofficial, that'll be the unofficial Donovan Sharpe launch. But yeah, look, man, the SFNY shirts are coming. I actually have another idea for a shirt that I think it's going to be it's going to be fucking awesome, and I think a lot of people are going to like it. I'm going to keep that to myself. All right, very good. So I am going to, I've got to go because I'm going to try to sweet talk the ABC producer to give me an advanced copy of the documentary.
Let us know what happens with that. It's definitely coming out tomorrow.
It is 1,000% dropping on Hulu.
And that is the title?
That it is called Inside. It is called. Oh, hang on a second. Let me take.
So we were there for the filming of this.
Yes.
With holders.
Yeah, Kevin.
We had holders.
Yeah, there you go. And Kevin actually threatened the life of one of the cameramen. He's like, "Look, dude, if I see my face on this, you're fucking dead." So there it is, guys. It is called Inside the Manosphere. It is really going to kind of document sort of the rise of the Manosphere, different characters in the Manosphere, and I was fortunate enough to be and they wanted to do the same thing with Andrew Tate. Understandably, he doesn't trust them because of what Matt Shea and the BBC did to him a while back. But just so everyone knows, I was very, 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 very clear with them. And Kevin, you were there for some of these conversations. I said, this is not going to be a hit piece style thing. Now, will they keep their word? I have no reason to believe that they're not. Nothing is guaranteed, but I'm confident at this point to understand that it is more likely than not that it probably won't be a hit piece. I think if anything, it'll educate people. And the producer said, "Hey, look, man, listen, we're gonna put some controversial things in here, but we're not gonna slant it. We want the viewer to make their minds up for themselves." So I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm totally good with that.
Yeah, because the thing is I'm not a guy that doesn't judge over the top controversial shit.
Dude, I judge motherfuckers all the goddamn time. You get me?
I'm not an outraged kind of cat. Sure. So like nothing another human says aside from like calling for radical violence or making me put a fucking vaccine in my arm forcibly really bothers me. But at the same time, I know when I see something that's like over the top, I'm like, okay, you're actually getting to a misogynistic level with the fucking shit you're spewing. And I know when I see wholesome shit. CME3 was all wholesome shit.
Yeah,
I mean, you had the guys from awesome. Dollar Cost Crypto and Cultivate Crypto teach you how to make money. Troy Francis is like a very like suave and articulate cat.
He's the James Bond of the Manosphere.
Dating. BOA gave a very wholesome speech about manhood. I gave a wholesome speech. So there was no crazy rhetoric being spewed at this thing. So when I saw the film crew, I try not to be a loose cannon, but it's the first time I seen like a hit piece in the making in front of me. And I'm like, Christ, I know what they're going to do. So Donovan's kept a good rapport with the filmmakers. Yeah. Me personally, I saw the film crew and I saw the guy that looked to me like a square that's like conducting the whole thing, that I'm like, oh Christ, what could he possibly make of all this? So like I could already foresee it in my head. I'm like watching the dude sit there and take his notes, and I'm thinking like this old fucking white-haired cat is gonna be like, oh my goodness, what is it gonna be? So I went up to the film crew and I was like, guys, like fucking around? Huh? I'm like, what's going on? Guys, like making fucking hit pieces? I haven't signed shit. He didn't sign shit. All these people didn't sign shit. All right. So if I see myself in this, I'm gonna have a nice fucking payday. You guys like fucking around? I just couldn't help it. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like,
that is wonderful.
So it killed me because you can make a hit piece from your house and put it on YouTube. Of course. But it killed me to see like paid union people there for the day to make a hit piece. I'm
like he's watching a hit piece in the making.
I'm like, fuck.
Well, so if this doesn't turn out to be a hit piece, I think we can probably thank Kevin Savo for that.
Hopefully,
yeah. I think if anything, you probably scared them out of it. Guys, thank you guys very, very much. Love talking to you guys, man. I'm very much looking forward to being out there in 10 or 11 days, and I will see you guys next weekend.
All right.